kose ok gin ngoro. Ka in ng'amo mako gige ne opong'o lwete, ok ichomo mawadu koneni to in inene. Iliwe kose ok iliwe. Emomiyo ng'ata ng'ata misewinjo kawuoyo kuome marach. Ng'ata ng'ata misewinjo ka ichichgo ni noliwe. Kik jak duog ka ni kwayi gimoro. Mano jalipo, mano makora, to Nyasaye biro miyo wapindra machielo ei Homa Bay. Omiwa kose kik omiwa. Ema kela wacho, jokopere untie. Wan kaka jokopere seche moko waweni, wan kaka jokopere wawero wach malich ahinya. Ka oneg ng'ato ka wawero niya, okani yudi ngima, paro chandi nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw, ngima sanolomba, ngima olombo chunje, ngima sanolomba, ngima olombo chunje, chunje huyo nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw. Kati neg manong'ondo, okani yudi ngima, paro chandi nono, ngima Yeso ng'aw. Omiyo josiasa moko nyocha winjo ka wacho weche mathindo thindo ka giwacho weche maonge korgi, maricho kabisa. Bana Speaker, nilikuwa naongea kwa lugha ya kinyumbani. I want to tell you that there can never be such a sad moment as we are witnessing here in Homa Bay. Here in Homa Bay, people assassinate somebody, then they assassinate his character. They do that before his loved people and his followers. What a heinous crime. Those who are writing in social media, those who are accusing this gentleman who is lying here, why couldn't you be brave enough to talk about him when he was alive? Why were you cowards killing him? Why couldn't you just wait for 2027 and face him and let the people decide? So it is very sad. I just want to say as a second last point that sometime at the beginning of our tenure 2027, our securities were withdrawn. These members of parliament you see here, including Pindra, I am happy that God took care of us. So you policy makers, including members of parliament, never allow a policy or legislation where that will permit the security of leaders to be withdrawn. I know you can still pass on the way our brother has passed on, but I think security helps. Kwa hivyo wale wa kunyang'anya watu security, tafadhali endeni pole pole. Maisha ni matamu na ni mzuri, na let us not create a situation that can lead to this. I once had the honor of going to Alliance High School for Founders Day, and ule mtu wa Munyoro alisema magavana wana tabia mbaya, and those governors do not deserve security. I saw him and his spouse crying when their security was withdrawn. Now we are crying today because our brother has been shot. His security was there. I do not know what happened, but let us all be sensitive and secure all Kenyans, secure all elected leaders, and secure those who deserve to have security. Nikimalizia baba, and sisi zote ambayo tuko hapa, Kenya is a very broad place. And ODM is the party that covers most of Kenya. Ukienda kule Pwani Mombasa kuna ODM, Kilifi kuna ODM, Turukana kuna ODM, Mandera kuna ODM, na kila sehemu hapa Kenya kuna ODM. Wale wetu who do not believe in what Baba and President Ruto initiated. Baba, when you and Ruto said that there is a broad approach to politics, my understanding, and I stand to be corrected, you are asking the president to have a government that can broadly cover the width and breadth of Kenya. We in Migori now have a permanent secretary. Homa Bay kuna waziri, na kila sehemu hapa Kenya from all shades of opinion. So my brother Sifuna, I appreciate when you say that ODM is our party, but the broad-based arrangement allows us to be included in services. It allows us to be included in everything that other Kenyans are getting. So we allow us to also visit our ministers, visit other ministers, visit anybody for the sake of our people, and also allow us to coexist with other parties. Kwa hayo machache na mengi, mosurwai nya Homa Bay kuomoti moreni, kik ng'ato wuoka kawacho ni Nyasaye nie mochano ma. Anasomoga muma seche mane ng'at moro nego Ebel cha ma owadgi donge nonego. Ipani machane chenro Nyasaye. Nyasaye ok nyal chan maneg ng'ato malit kama. To Nyasaye e chuor mond lietete, to Nyasaye wuon kiete, Nyasaye owinjo ya CCTV mare, owinjo ya WhatsApp mare, to jogo koromo go takwaye ni Nyasaye orodh gi nyamina nega. Ero uru kamano.
Nyasaye orodh gi. Nyasaye koro dhi bidong. Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif Nasir, Mheshimiwa Mishi had brought his condolences and apologies, and we also have his contribution. Asante sana. Allow me at this juncture, with all humility and respect, to invite the Right Honorable Speaker, Dr. Moses Masika Wetangula, Speaker of the National Assembly of Kenya. Karibu Bwana Speaker.
Asante sana Governor wetu Gladys, Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, familia ya rafiki yangu Charles Ong'ondo Were, Governor Ochila yako, mawaziri wetu wa serikali, waheshimiwa wabunge, waheshimiwa MCS na waheshimiwa wananchi na kanisa letu, kanisa langu la Katoliki. Tumekuja hapa kwa majonzi. Nimeleta rambirambi yangu mwenyewe, ya familia yangu na ya familia ya bunge. Bunge kama familia, nyumba zote mbili, ya Senate na ya National Assembly. Tumepoteza mmoja wetu ambaye alikuwa kutegemewa. Tumepoteza mmoja wetu kwa njia ya uhalifu sugu. Tumepoteza mmoja wetu in a most cowardly and cruel manner. Nilimjua Mheshimiwa Were 2013 tukikampeni na ndugu yangu Raila Odinga kule Meru. Tukienda Meru, tukiwa CORD, tukiwa NASA, yeye ndiye alikuwa anatupangia mikutano, yeye ndiye alikuwa anatupangia mahali pa kulala kwa mahoteli tukichelewa, yeye ndiye alikuwa anatupangia maakuli. Mtu mkarimu, mtu wa heshima, mtu mwenye alikuwa anajiheshimu na kuheshimu wengine. Mheshimiwa Were akiwa na kitu anakuja kwa ofisi, hachukui hata muda mrefu, anakuambia Mheshimiwa Speaker nisaidie hii na hii na hii. Hata wakati moja alikuwa na tatizo na security yake, wakachukua bunduki, alikuja, I instructed the clerk within 1 week ilikuwa rectified. Tarehe 30 nilikuwa kwa bunge kwa sababu tulikuwa na mawaziri walikuwa wamekuja kujibu maswali, na nilikaa kutoka saa 8 mpaka saa 12:30. Nikitoka saa 1 nikapata huyu mama Mheshimiwa wa Kisumu West, Mheshimiwa Rosa Buyu na Beatrice Elachi wamesimama nje. Nikajoku nikawauliza, you are now the escorting party for the speaker. Rosa akaniita kanda akaniambia, we're having unconfirmed reports that Mheshimiwa Were has been shot by some thugs. Ako wapi? Amepelekwa Nairobi Hospital. Nikamwambia, kimbia huko, mkifika mnipigie mniambie hali iko namna gani. Within 30 minutes, Rosa called me and said, Mr. Speaker, Were has not made it. I felt bad. I lost a close friend. Kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Were huwa hakosi kuwa bunge. Anakaa kule nyuma, wanakaa na Mishi na mbunge wa Kisauni na hivyo bara in one area. Na akiwa hapo utajua, kwa sababu yeye huwa anakaa hapo, akitaka kusema kitu anatembea mpaka kwa speaker, anasema speaker, nipe nafasi kidogo niseme kitu yangu. Katika rekodi ya bunge miaka hii yote amekuwemo. Nimeangalia faili yake, hakuna hata siku moja speaker amemwambia you are out of order. Amekuwa mtu wa heshima. Kwa hivyo watu wa Kasipul, watu wa Homa Bay, mumepoteza shujaa wenu, bunge imepoteza na Kenya mzima imepoteza. Jana niliangalia kwa runinga mulipofika Homa Bay, and I saw and appreciated that truly a hero had arrived home. Unfortunately, he had arrived for the very last time and will never be seen again physically. We stand here to condemn in the strongest terms possible the criminals who carried out this cowardly act and encourage the law enforcement agencies, the office of the DCI, the DPP, and we in Parliament have also done our bit by helping to see the movements, the associations, and all issues around our MP on the fateful day. We hope the law will take its course and those who did this cowardly act will be brought to justice. And I agree with our bishop that in circumstances like this, we must preach peace, we must preach healing, we must preach love, and we must appreciate our leaders, Prime Minister Raila Odinga and our President. They didn't come together for a joke. Hata ukienda msituni, utaona mafahali ya buffalo zikitembea pamoja. Sometimes they don't like each other, but it's important that we be together. Mheshimiwa Raila, you have our full support. And we will engage in a constructive and positive manner because we have no spare country. And when this country goes astray the way it did in 2007, we saw the consequences. So our young politicians, tuliza boli. Tuliza boli. Ukiona wazee wanafanya maneno, sometimes they see things better with a rich experience. And that is what the country should be. Nikimalizia, pia naleta rambirambi. Najua rais amesungumuza na Mheshimiwa Raila, sungumuza na John Badi, pia amenipa message yake kidogo nisomee familia na mama Magi, mama Ann na watoto wenu. Baada ya leo sisi zote tutaondoka. And the pain and the loneliness of losing your loved one will be most felt by yourselves. Like everybody has encouraged you, be united. As Parliament, I did talk to you. We have our responsibilities to our departed MP, which responsibilities will discharge fully and quickly to enable the family live on in the manner that your loved one was looking after you. Kwa hivyo tukimaliza haya maneno, Kaluma mwenye nilichagua kama mwenyekiti wa haya matanga, na waheshimiwa wote ambao wamehusika, mili na wengine watawasaidia kutufikia ili tutatue mambo yenu. Na nataka kuambia Mheshimiwa Were alikuwa ni mtu amejipanga kitaratibu. Alikuwa ni mtu amepangia familia yake. Na alikuwa ni mtu ana maono ya kujua ya kwamba familia yake lazima iishi vizuri. Tuko hapa na ma commissioners of Parliamentary Service Commission. I just want to acknowledge you since you already spoke. Thank you for coming to join the family. Message of condolence from His Excellency the President. We have lost a bold leader who was committed to the greater good of the people of Kasipul. Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were was a hard-working and progressive man. He was a strong-willed figure who was results-oriented. Mheshimiwa Ong'ondo will be fondly remembered for supporting life-changing projects in the area he represented. And this we have been told by many speakers. We honor the remarkable life that he led, his achievements, and the great memories that he lives with us. We pray to God that he accords the family and the people of Kasipul strength at this sad time. Rest in peace, Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were. Signed, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, PhD, CGH, President of the Republic of Kenya. Mwisho kabisa, waheshimiwa wabunge, hao wanatutegemea. Mheshimiwa Ong'ondo alikuwa mtiifu na heshima kwa chama chake cha ODM, because twice I went to elections with ODM as a partner. 2013 in CORD, 2017 in NASA. And I know that he was committed. And you know, in leadership, you are better off with a few committed people than many hypocrites around you. Because the committed people like Charles Were will always stand with you, will always defend you, will always speak for you, regardless of your presence, and he did such for his leader, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. May his soul rest in eternal peace, and may peace descend on our country, and may this be the very last of such violent criminal acts against any Kenyan in leadership and out of leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Adwa lando kama kawatieko kato wabro dhie dala to nikech dala tin ikwayo ni waduto wabro gone sacha lisoriti gika to dala jotelo to gi family ema bro dhie nikech dala tin wabro kowe ko maber to kwachope gate to wawe ko donjo kaito wagone oriti gikanyo nikech dala ok nyal romo wate. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like all of us to rise up tafadhali, tumkaribishe Baba, His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. Kofia juu ya hewa! Kofia juu ya hewa! Kofia yako juu ya hewa! Kofia! Kofia!
Haya. You may be seated. Bwana Speaker, the family of our friend Charles Ong'ondo Were, all protocols observed. Hamjambo. Hamjambo. Joyana Musaureuru. ODM. ODM. tumekaa kwa muda mrefu sana, lakini mimi nataka kushukuru wale ambao wamefika hapa siku ya leo. Ajiki heri. Ajiki.
Lekende chiwa ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo. Ma uok buore nongondo were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Ena ngo motimore robi kabuana. Pinyo timorondo ni chingo lali e ode. Eni yam jakoi kosa eno yanda. Moimo gweng Homa Bay gi piny mar Luo. No kai ma milambo. Ema magino luaro. Lekende chiwa ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo. Ma uok buore nongondo were marimo omo. Jowi! Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Woi siro chali ja Kasipul kachieno.
Kamano.
Ura nyolo tek usipo molo uro ganda.
Kamano.
Usipo wanganya wangaya ga kinyi dwa sidher chak.
Koko mori
mako pinyo kala insulu moluro budho. Lekende chiwa ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo. Ma uok buore nongondo were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Nyasa sira moga juang. Nyasa joka podho.
Kamano.
Mewa luth mar singo. Mani miyo Musa kangado nam gi jo Israel.
Kamano.
Monda molo siem yo kachingo se wuok. Uno buanga mar nguono gi hera.
Kamano.
Mondo Luo donji oinga mar loch mar Kenya.
Kamano.
Lekende chiwa ni chungi kawango mariwa. Aira uro noko sala ndege piyoko uoke yamo.
2027.
Ma uok buore nongondo were marimo omo. Milambo yok dengo ratengo lor komiyo wangi. Adiera wuod mumbo gini lich miworo. Ya eja kawere gini lich miworo ngang. Sibur mostuoni kain.
Mostuoni.
Oya tuon gero singa.
Kamano.
Kiongo udhiambo. Ngire uyo timo jere. Udhiambo makambai. Huko ura kech nyoyare. Rabodo dhiko nyosi ya Kisumo.
Kamano.
Pinyo siko toksikie. Ogu ya jira ura chodo kego ura bodo dhiko nyosa kwata the head au mani nyara kunga kwata kwata joka lwangni. Ajiki kodhe yamu.
Koko mori jo
Lekende chiwa ni.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
It is a very, very painful thing that we stand here today to send off our brother, our hero, Charles Ong'ondo. Ong'ondo is a great Kenyan by any standards. I've known Ong'ondo now for nearly 20 years. The gentleman here, Omondi Ajode Ntika. Omondi Ajode heri. Ajode is not around. That is the guy who introduced me to Ong'ondo. Ong'ondo was living in Meru, and that's where I lived most of the times. I'm the one who invited him to come here to Kasipul. But Ong'ondo, by all standards, is a great person. He's a man of a few words, but a man who is very correct in everything that he does. When I went to Meru to introduce my party there, I met Ong'ondo and introduced me to other Meru leaders. He became the leader there. Those Meruans told me, don't look at this gentleman as a Luo. He's a Kenyan. And he's the one who can actually help us to unite us. and united the people there in Meru and built a party branch which became very strong in an area which was fairly hostile. Ong'ondo likes people and is a man who does not have any grudge with anybody. He actually knew what was going to happen to him. Because when he was celebrating the Pinyeluo earlier this year, we went to a function, and after the function was over, Ong'ondo came and he jumped into my car and told me that there's some people who are following me here. He just came in and squeezed himself into my car and told me there's some people here with bad intentions. I'm not going to tell you now, but I will tell you later on. So these people have been trailing Ong'ondo for a long time. And there were people who are known. Ong'ondo knew them. And I hope that the investigation of the police is going to lead to these people so they can be apprehended. Yes, they've already arrested quite a number, but those are basically agents who have been hired. The authors of this crime must be brought to book. Because you see, Ong'ondo is killed. I get a message, Atuli is the one who called me. Oh, Mheshimiwa, one of your members of parliament has been shot and killed. Which one? The MP for Kasipul. Where? They are around the city mortuary. Some people trailed him and shot him. He's been taken to Nairobi hospital. Within 5 minutes of that call, I was in Nairobi hospital. I found Ong'ondo there, lying. But these people had been trailing him from the morning, even the day before they had been trailing him. And the people who are known, of course, they have been arrested. But those others will have seen that Ong'ondo is killed, and the following day the social media is full of stories of people who Ong'ondo was killed. People who has killed this killer. If Ong'ondo had been killing people, why has he never been arrested and charged? That's not an allegation against Ong'ondo. It is accusation of our security forces that he has somebody, a member of parliament, who can be killing people with impunity and has not been arrested by the security forces. Those people who actually organize those social media reports are themselves the people who are behind this crime. Ong'ondo has been shot and killed, but Ong'ondo's spirit will continue to live on. We cannot live in a society that tolerates this kind of impunity. This must come to an end. These people must be brought to book immediately. And they are known. They are known. And we know that this is actually a political assassination. Political assassination is, we know it in this region. We've seen people who have been assassinated. We knew Tom Mboya was assassinated. He was shot by Mr. Njenga. But Njenga talked of the big man who was never arrested. You've seen others, the Mumbai was shot in cold blood in front of his family. Nothing happened. We've seen quite a number of these political assassinations. This must come to an end. We must build a tolerant society where people can disagree, but then shake hands at the end of it. Yes, we had a crisis last year. We had a crisis also the year before last. and we're on the streets. But then it's something that Kenya must actually internalize and become a part of our culture. That we can compete very severely, but at the end of it all, people must shake hands, and life must continue. Life must continue. That is how democracies are built over the years. Yes, of course, our elections have not been perfect. They're not perfect. We know exactly what has been happening. But Kenya is much more important than individuals. If we break Kenya, there will be no other Kenya tomorrow. We saw what happened in Somalia in 1991. Up to now, there's never been peace in Somalia. Al-Shabaab and all these gangs are roaming around all over the place. People are dying day and night. So we must institutionalize democratic practice in our country, where people tolerate each other, where people can compete peacefully, and at the end of it all, people come and shake hands and the country moves on. Yes, we are partners, and we have worked together for a long time. I'm bringing here today condolences from President William Ruto, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and Honorable Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. They've all sent their condolences to the family here. We, as members of ODM, must remain steadfast, and we must work to unify ODM as a strong political party. Yes, in a political party, there's always differences of opinion on some issues, but the political party itself must have a firm stand on a particular issue. And that's why people can talk this way and this way. Ultimately, there's an official position that will be articulated by the party. And the spokesman of the party is usually the Secretary General, Mr. Sifuna. When Mr. Sifuna speaks, he's speaking on behalf of the party. But then, Mr. Sifuna, saa ingine hapana kuwa chungu sana. So, we have a firm stand. We have an arrangement with Kenya Kwanza, and we put it in black and white. And there is a 10-point agenda, which is in the memorandum that we signed. And we want that to be fully implemented. I want to thank our members who have joined the government and are working there. We will give you all the support that you need to be able to discharge your duties properly. Now, Jethurwa, Jemumbo, Untie, Uchiek, Jogi ni Ong'ondo, Kata ginege, to Ong'ondo biro dhi nyime. Gitimo anjao nene gisepiem Ong'ondo ma Ong'ondo yombogi to gisika kinka gilure Ong'ondo anang'egi Jomojoneki otimgi nadi my wach mantie ka Okwabiye ni Ong'ondo, remo Ong'ondo, chuen machalo kamari, mangama no nege, toko negi. Jemonone Ong'ondo, otimnadi? 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 But Ong'ondo will live forever and ever. Family Ong'ondo, we will stand with you. We will stand with you. We will stand with you. They say the king is dead. The king is dead. Long live the king. Eru kamano.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for those great words of wisdom. Tumpigie kinara wetu mpendwa makofi. Hatujamaliza hafla yetu. Niombe tuketi. Dr. Allo, please. Dr. Allo, please come to the stage.
Haya.
After Dr. Allo, for a second, I'll return to you for the final benediction. Kindly.
Yeah, Chair. Tunaomba,
the Prime Minister,
tunaomba tafadhali,
distinguished guests who have come to condole with us, fellow monarchs, ladies and gentlemen, mine is brief to move a vote of thanks, but I want to also say that on behalf of the people of Kasipul, we bring our condolences to the family, and as one who has known Mheshimiwa for 16 years as a friend, I wish to say that we have lost a friend. We want to thank the following people who have
tunaomba
stood with
tafadhali,
us during this trying moment.
tusitoke kabla ya mwili
Her
ijatoka.
Excellency Gladys Wanga for standing with us together with her county executive committee members. We want to thank Honorable Were's family for cooperating with us. We want to thank the National Assembly,
Please.
led by the Speaker.
Please.
We want to thank the senators.